Hello Internet, and welcome back to AnAuthorPlays World's Dawn. So, it is significantly farther since the last time we played. I think I've played about a week since we left off. In-game, obviously. And today is the Misty Music Festival, which is why I wanted to start recording today. Today is essentially going to be a festival celebrating a little folktale within the game world. Basically, long ago there was a kingdom that had a princess. Princess was in danger because of an oncoming war. So, ooh, nice. Princess was in danger because of a war that was going to be happening. So, the plan from there was to basically squirrel her away at a secret stronghold. And the king sent 9 of his most stalwart men in order to make sure that she was going to, be okay. Except, turns out that these men were not so stalwart. In actuality, they were planning on selling the princess off to the enemy, so that way, the other side would win, they'd get a nice ransom, so on and so forth. The princess noticed this and decided to escape. And as she was doing so, the first person that found her was a nearby shepherd. And this shepherd essentially took her to his village, and as if by divine fate, you could say, a mist concealed the village from anybody who would seek out the princess for malicious intentions. And it was like that for a year until the war was done, things returned back to normal. And wouldn't you know it, the two suckers fell in love. And so now there's a festival that celebrates every year. They would come back to the village that hid them, and they would do a dance to basically commemorate the love and commitment they had to one another. And, if you haven't figured it out by now, that village is this one. It's Sugar Blossom. So, we were asked to be the male representative of the couple in this little symbolic ceremony, and it was actually kind of funny. From there we were also asked to, bring a lady along, and you get to pick from the 3 bachelorettes. From there it was a little odd because, the way it was set up, you were supposed to ask one of them, and then it was like, yeah, okay, sure, why not? This is supposed to be a purely platonic thing, but then I would ask them and be like, oh, we're not close enough for us to do that. I'm like, I'm asking you to a dance. That's it. And then eventually, it was kind of funny, I asked them a second time, and then suddenly that was okay. So, logic. I don't know. I don't get it. Something else that I figured out is last episode I know was agonizing a little bit about Annabelle, and I didn't understand how you're supposed to get stuff for her in order to, basically boost her passion for you. Turns out, and I'm going to go in here, the television is your friend in this case. Because, boom, right there, second from the bottom, hot spiced milk is actually a mixture of coconut, which you get from the beach, and fiery spirit, which you get from the bar. You literally walk up to a bottle in the bar with one of your glass bottles and pour yourself a drink, and then you take that and make this hot spiced milk, which you can then give to her. So, there you go. The television is actually a really good resource in this game from what I found out, because there's also a shopping channel, which you can buy things for your kitchen. So, I bought a frying pan, I think it was yesterday when I was playing. You can purchase, I'm assuming, plenty of other things. I just haven't seen them yet because it's only on once a week. There is a Getting to Know a Villager program, which I think I've had on the channel already before, but this villager, that's how you unlock knowing what their favorite food is, or their favorite gift item, as they tell you on this channel. So you have to watch, I think it's every Wednesday. There's some boring TV show called Prophecy Quest that nobody cares about because it doesn't do anything. But twice a week, there's a cooking channel and drink mixing channel. And every time you watch one of those... Ah, man. I had a feeling it'd be too easy. You get a recipe. So, yesterday when I was playing, I was watching the cooking channel, and I got a recipe for, a seaside sandwich, I think is what it was called, where it was basically a fish sandwich with dressing and so forth. And then the drink recipe I got was the hot spiced milk. So, there you go, folks. That's all you need to do. The television will answer all your problems. It solves all your questions. And truly is man's greatest invention. Obvious sarcasm is obvious. Anyways, so right now I'm just trying to kill time until the festival starts, which I believe it starts at 5. For some reason it's an evening sort of deal. Well, One would assume that the nighttime would make it difficult to see where you're stepping for the dances, but, you know, we won't bog this game down with things like logic and reason. So I think what I'm going to do is, even though I had a massive payday, I think I'm actually going to go down into... the gem quarry and just dig up stuff a little bit. Plus, this will give me the opportunity to show off something that I did. So, I know that I've had on camera that you're able to upgrade the watering can, which I haven't gotten around to yet because of money reasons. But, I did purchase an upgrade for the pickaxe. So, whenever we were digging around in here before, it would take us 4 strikes to take out one of these rocks and then maybe get something. Now that I've got the pickaxe upgraded, we're able to smack a rock 3 times and have it break, and potentially give us S gems. So basically, it's made us 25% more efficient. And it looks like there's another upgrade after the one that I have now, which is steel. It's basically the first upgrade. So 1, 2, 3, boom, done. Got a grubby stone. So there you go. Come on, stupid mouse. There we go. Not like not like a computer mouse, but like the actual. Anyways, so yeah, we're able to use our stamina a lot more efficiently, which means we can stay down here in the mine for a lot longer. I did try out using the herbal whatevers drinks that you can make. Moderate, I guess moderate is probably the best word for it, because they say it describes, or they describe it as you restore a moderate amount of fatigue. When really it's like moderate in this case is essentially like 15% or so of your energy. At least from what I saw with that little herbal salve. So that was a little disappointing because this was before I had the pickaxe upgraded, easy for me to say, and it meant like drinking a cup of this herbal goo would allow me to break like 1, maybe 2 more rocks. So it wasn't the most exciting prospect at the time, but I imagine once you have I'm assuming that once you have a fully upgraded pickaxe, you'll be able to clear one of those rocks in 1, maybe 2 hits. And that, along with the herbal salve, means you could probably clear out the mine multiple times in a day and sell all that junk off. And I guess since you've upgraded your pickaxe 4 times at that point, you kind of deserve it. Because that's a lot of time and effort and money gone into it. Because in order to unlock the next tier of an upgrade, you have to meet a certain requirement. So like for the watering can, you have to ship a certain number of crops. For the pickaxe, you have to break a certain number of rocks. And after I unlocked the steel upgrade, or, you know, had the tier of pickaxe I have right now, the carpenter is who tells you you can get the upgrade. Actually requires that you break slightly over 200 rocks. And considering there's like a dozen or so per level, it's very daunting. I'm probably not going to be able to unlock that before summer, in all honesty. Not that I think I'm going to have the money to anyway, because I'm assuming it's going to cost 500 or 600 this time. Really? I cleared out that whole floor and not a single goddamn ore. This is some bullcrap. Anyways, I'm probably not going to have the money lying around to upgrade the pickaxe until summer anyway, but neither here nor there. Anyways, finally we dig something up. Jesus. No, let's just go down to the next floor. This is stupid. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dig up a little bit of stuff down on this floor, clean everything up, and then we'll go to the dance. So we'll be right back. Oh, and we're back. So apparently we don't even have to walk over to the festival. We just wait for 5 o'clock to happen. I thought the festival started at 5 and we had to be there. But I guess not. That's kind of interesting, actually. Oh, okay. You two look amazing together, just like the princess and the shepherd from the legend. You're going to stun the crowd tonight. Is the whole village really out there waiting for us to dance? Okay, Annabelle, breathe. You did a great job practicing yesterday, so there's nothing to worry about. Just focus on your steps and watch for Cole's signals. I just know it's going to be an amazing performance. How do you feel? I mean, I'm feeling good. They're not even kidding. There was a practice the day before this, so it's actually kind of funny. You'll see what I'm talking about when I get there. Hang on, wait for it. Wait for it. Maybe? There we go. Yes, we're gonna play DDR in Harvest Moon, because why not? Right? Fun stuff. It's not that it's very difficult, sadly. But we're not doing, you know, like, fancy hip-hop moves either, so we don't really need an over-the-top track You know, this isn't through the fire and flames in Guitar Hero, if you know what I mean. So, I think this is just supposed to be a fun little mini game to add a little bit more character and interactivity into the festivals. There we go. So, alright. That's pretty much it. Oh, whoops, I pushed the wrong button. So the little exclamation points, if you can't tell, are me jumping, which is just hitting the space bar. Otherwise, it's just hitting one of the directional arrow keys in the direction the arrow is pointing. So, not super difficult. Didn't go faster than this in the practice. This is just, I mean, this is basically it. So, and it sounds like the piece is just about done. Yeah, there we go. So we only missed like 1 or 2 notes in there, I think, and that was mainly because I wasn't paying attention. So, because I now understand what we need to do for Annabelle, I'm probably going to be shooting for her for this character, now that I now have some idea of what I'm doing. And so that's why I asked her to the dance to see if, see if that would work out. Those of us getting on in years can only dream about hitting all those dance steps. Oh, please, you embarrassing me. I'm a permanent shepherd. I mean, I basically am. Steps were perfect. Well, I guess I wouldn't know if they were perfect. I'm speechless. Who knew such an... Yes, I'm a terrible dancer in real life. Please don't. I can't even joke about that. I am terrible at it. Anyways, so let's see. Barley was quite the talented dancer back in our day. He looked so handsome in the role of shepherd. I wonder how long it took Amber to paint that backdrop. Oh, that is very pretty. I didn't even notice that. I was more focused on the dance than you guys. In several years of organizing this event, you might just have been the best shepherd I've ever seen. Thank you. Played the shepherd before, so I know how nerve-wracking it is to be up there. You did great. Thanks. Cole did well, too. He played the piano very well. Thanks so much for agreeing to help us out with this festival. Not really that romantic, but I still love the legend. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Alright. So, I don't know if this is going to do a whole lot for us in terms of, like, raising our affection a whole lot with Annabelle. My assumption is that it will. But, again, it's kind of hard to know for sure. I guess I could check the primer, see what that says. Over here to Annabelle. Yeah, still nothing. Oh well. I'm sure that'll go up in time, or relatively soon. At least one hopes. But I guess we'll find out later. So, are you going to make me walk all the way back to the house? Oh no, I guess not. We're going to get a cutscene. Oh, Annabella's asking us to wait. I just wanted to say it's every girl's dream to be a beautiful princess and have all eyes looking at her. You made that dream come true for me tonight. How did I look up on that stage? You were alright, I guess, but I was the real... No, I'm just kidding. Maybe what? Oh. Maybe we could hang out again sometime. I think I would like that. See you around. So did we have to wait for this little event before we got the affection boost? Again, one assumes. We'll find out. Come on. What does the little stalker book say? Let's see. Hey, how about that? There's 2 right there. That's... Alright, so we did it! 2 hearts with Annabelle. We've only got 5 more to go. Oh boy. Yeah, the inn's gonna be closed, and I don't remember... Let's see. Yeah, the inn's gonna be closed still, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go over to the beach real quick, get some of the coconut milk, so I can make another hot spiced milk or whatever it's called. And we'll basically go from there. So, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Okay, and we're back. So, Paxel is back, and he's been back in town for a couple of days now. He hasn't mentioned anything about the whole feral spirit thing, which is a little confusing. I'm not sure if he is legitimately waiting until summer to say something or what. Did you get some decent sleep after the festival? Sleep, not seat. I'm leaving town today, but I wanted to chat for a few minutes before I go. Would you like to take a short walk? Sure, in the rain. Why not? Let me just go grab the umbrella that I'm too poor to afford. I'll be right back. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm assuming he's going to talk a little bit more. Let's see. Barley was telling me all the amazing things you've accomplished. I've sold a lot of stuff. This is true. You helped out the mayor when he was sick by cooking that stew. Not to mention your performance at last night's festival. Anyway, even though I'm extremely happy to see how well you've settled in, that's not the reason I wanted to talk to you. You know the story Amber told you before the Misty Music Festival, the one about the shepherd and the princess. When they came to hide in Sugar Blossom, legends say a mystical shroud settled over the village, protecting it from the war that ravaged the countryside. That story is true. The shroud was created by the Feral Shades, the very same nature spirits who helped Noah save Sugar Blossom from famine 30 years ago. I guess I'm not surprised, like that my character was, but anyway. I believe that if we want to save this beautiful village and keep more kind folks from being forced out of their homes, then we'll almost certainly need to find the Feral Shades. And there's one more thing. I found out that 5 spirits represent 5 different traits: generosity, perseverance, friendship, love, and respect for nature. Okay. From what I read, it seems the Feral Shades will only appear to individuals who display those positive traits. It makes sense since it describes Noah so perfectly. Maybe if you can prove to the Feral Shades that you're worthy of their help, they will make themselves known to you. So how do we go about doing that? I'll continue to research the mysterious spirits in my travels, and I'll be sure to share my findings when I return in a few weeks. Until then, begin looking around town for good ways to practice generosity, perseverance, friendship, love, and respect for nature. The more you get to know your fellow villagers, the more comfortable they'll be sharing their knowledge, or perhaps even helpful memories about Noah's life. Do your best. I'm counting on you. Okay. Generosity, perseverance, love, friendship, and respect for nature. So is respect for nature thus maybe a good farm? Love is probably getting married. Friendship is kind of obvious as to what that is as well. Generosity. There is a donation thing over in the town hall. So maybe donating to that frequently results in the spirit showing up? I don't know. It's also possible that, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to, well, I guess I do want to sell off this fish, because I don't really need it. There we go, strawberries. And I think this will be the last batch of strawberries I go purchase. This chicken probably hates me. I didn't get to feed it yesterday because I was out of chicken food. Chicken! Please don't be pissed. It's in a foul mood. God dang it. So apparently your animals have to be at a certain happiness threshold in order to produce product. And I haven't yet been able to figure out how to do that, because apparently feeding them, letting them graze the whole day, and bringing them back in is not sufficient. So I don't know what we're supposed to do here. And I don't even know if I'm supposed to, like, if I have to have a particular tool in order to... Oh, there's a mushroom back there. I don't know if I have to have a particular tool to harvest animal products. I don't know if I just walk up to them and hit enter like I do with literally everything else. It's just confusing, really. Again, I'm still kind of learning. The first, at least in my mind, the first, like, 2 or 3 seasons in any Harvest Moon type game are all learning periods. Because you're still trying to figure out all the mechanics, you're still getting stuff unlocked for you, etc., etc. And I know in particular that some of the more recent handheld Harvest Moon games, like, the first year is essentially a tutorial. Just because of how much stuff you have to do for that particular game. So, here's hoping that the seed farm is open, because I would like to be able to plant some more strawberries. God dang it. Okay, that's unfortunate. So now the question is, what do we do for the rest of the day? Just a heads up, strawberries seem to take 5 or 6 days to grow if you water them every day. So by not having, excuse me, by not having the strawberries today, it's not going to mean that I can't regrow them in time. But it is a little frustrating that I couldn't do this today. So, I don't know. I guess just minor complaints, really. Question is, what do we spend our money on now? Oh, hey. How's it going, dude? Seth calls rainfall a blessing from the harvest spirits. Okay. I mean, it makes my life a lot easier, not having to do that. Oh, shoot, what am I doing? I literally just said I need to get chicken feed, and then I proceeded to walk everywhere except for the animal place. That was not very intelligent of me. I guess while we're there, did we get another chicken? I don't know. I don't even know how many chickens I can keep in the barn, honestly. Excuse me. I really don't. There's not, like the way that the barn is set up is you got 3 spots for animals. There's room for, like, 2 cows, or a cow and a sheep, and a horse. And then I guess 4 chickens, because the trough can feed 4 animals? I don't know. It beats me. Hello, how's it going? Alright, well, I guess we'll load up on animal gear and see what happens after that. Okay, and we're back. So I ended up purchasing another chicken, and keeping with the Greek theme, I actually called him Achilles, because I think it's kind of funny that we now have 3 animals named after famous Greek things that start with the letter A. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. But I listened to the animal keepers, you know, whatever's, speech again about raising animals, and the only thing they mention is letting them out to graze and feeding them every day. So I don't really know what else I could be doing here to you know, take care of these stupid birds. I'm basically just clueless. I have no idea. But they're not producing eggs. And maybe I probably should have held off on buying another one until I knew what I was doing, but I don't know. My gut tells me that this will work out pretty soon. Like, it's got to, right? This is a positive game. They wouldn't make it impossible. Like, they wouldn't make it impossible to raise a chicken, because the chickens seem pretty worthwhile and pretty useful and pretty necessary. So, I guess we'll find out. I'll play for a couple more in-game days, and we'll see what happens with that. Oh, something else. Oh, that's closed today. Something else that I have found to be very worthwhile is doing some of the part-time work here in the village. Doing that on days where you don't necessarily have to... Oh, hey, Annabelle. Oh. Do you have a favorite type of flower? Sure, the eloquent iris. Thanks for your answer. I'm asking everyone in town to see what flowers they prefer. The right arrangement of shapes and colors can really brighten someone's day. That was interesting. Huh. That's pretty cool. We can have, like, actual dialogues with the villagers. It's not just, like, walk up, press enter, listen to what they have to say, nod head, go away. That's really cool. I mean, it's only a step above what I've been doing until now, but it seems interesting. I wonder if it gets more... Huh. I wonder if it gets a little more dating sim-esque, where you can have, like, full-blown conversations, not just answering questions. But I guess that's something that'll be answered at a later time. Or at least one assumes. Anyways, part-time work is absolutely a worthwhile thing to go ahead and do for yourself, because not only will it boost your friendship with villagers, but you also get a pretty good chunk of change for days that you don't have a lot of stamina, or don't just want to commit a whole lot of time to mining. So, like, I helped out... excuse me. I helped out for, I think it was about 5.5 hours in-game at the animal farm one day, and got a little under 200. I think it was 150 or 175 of whatever the currency is, to do that work. And I basically just sat there and watched a cutscene. Oh, what's going on, guys? I've been meaning to ask you, were you able to mix that order of rum I requested a week ago? We're nearly out of it. I was able to mix the full order. Didn't have much of a problem finding the ingredients around town. Shall be set for a good while then. Thank you for being such a responsible worker. About that, so I did mix the full order, but I don't exactly have all of it for you anymore. More like maybe half. Oh my god. I finally decided to take some time. Oh no, they drank the rum. Why is the rum always gone? You're not mad, are you? Well, mix more. Just give me another day or two. You're mad? Or you're more impressed than you are mad? Okay, thanks, Ron Burgundy. The only paternal figure, blah, 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 blah. Okay, sounds about right. Well, look at that. We're a regular functioning family after all. Shall we celebrate with a glass of wine? Because alcohol makes everything better, am I right? Who's with me? No? Okay. So, this bottle right here is what I was talking about. Has the fiery spirit in it. And so, I guess we'll talk to some folks while we're in here. My cousin Bryn is a fantastic mixologist. I'm happy for you. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Look at all these people. They're so happy. La-di-da-di-da. And then we go over here and we put in the coconut milk. And we go all the way over and we select the fiery spirit. And Kapuya! Hot spiced milk. And I'm also going to make another herbal thing while I'm here. So, there you go. Absolutely take a look at the television for recipes and all that fun stuff. It's super useful. Super useful. So, anyways, I think this episode's been running long enough. So, what I'm probably going to do is just take this milk over to Annabelle. Probably reload, since there's so many coconut trees down on the beach. And I don't know how often the fiery spirit reloads. I'll probably bring that up next episode. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. If you did, go ahead and do that YouTube trifecta of like, comment, and subscribe. and I'll catch you guys in the next chapter. Bye-bye. If you find 10 or more, I'll even certify you to purchase your own horse from our ranch. I mean, I guess. Excuse me, I don't really know what to do here. Is it just me on the horse? Ready, set, go? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I get it.